Hello and welcome to this taste challenge. And I have two 40% alcohol single malt Scotch whiskies. And this is Lismore, not Listless, Lismore. Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. Introduced in 1974, 51 years ago. Age 6 years, they told me. Doesn't say it on the bottle, but I sent them an email. It says, this age 6 years? They say, yeah. Because somewhere on the website it said it, but then it didn't really repeat it. This company was established 51 years ago, and they don't make whiskey, they bottle it. It's an independent bottler. They make no whiskey, they have no distillery. In the United States, they call it sourced whiskey. In Scotland, they call it independent bottler. Same thing. Okay, there you go. William Lundie and Company. I don't know if he's still alive. I doubt 51 years later, unless he was 20 when he started it. Whoa, yikes. This cork is so dry. Burley Sullivan says, you. Hey, Burley, cheers back to you. Real cork. Price. I don't remember, but I can find it because I saved the receipt because I knew I would not remember. I bought so much that day. What a great day for purchasing whiskey because I got the greatest deal in the world. Well, a great deal. Not, I don't know about in the world, but I got so much liquor and beer, and I paid the same price as I paid for one bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label. All right. Let's see, Lismore. I paid $18.99. That's 3 years ago. 3 years ago next month. $18.99 for that bottle. Foil cap cover as usual. Now this is Trader Joe's Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. This is their own brand. They have their own Trader Joe's brands at the Trader Joe's that sell liquor. Not too many sell liquor, but they do. It must be worth it. They wouldn't take the time and effort and money to have branded liquor if it wasn't worth it. Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, bourbon cask finish. So it's aged in some kind of oak barrels and it's finished in bourbon cask. Ex-bourbon cask. Who's bourbon? We don't know. And we're never likely to find out. And it's produced for Hamish Robertson for Trader Joe's, another independent bottler, another sourced whiskey. Yes. Paid $17.99 for that bottle. $17.99. Pretty even pour. This one is more gold, as you can see. The Lismore is more gold. And you can see that the Trader Joe's is more amber, almost copper. No age statement. This one's 6 years. I'll do a screen share. I'll show you. So here's the Lismore website. It's a company, but it might just be an office building. Whiskey brokers. Now they say this recipe in quotes like it's not an actual recipe. I don't know why they say it like that. And they've got different ones. So you've got Lismore. Here's America. Now you might live in an area that gets different offerings. Okay, so if you live in, like, you might live in Bermuda. I live in the territory of Bermuda and different stuff. Yeah, I believe it. Or you might say, I live in Malta. We get different stuff. I got you. Or I live in Scotland. I never heard of this brand because a lot of the Scottish whiskey is export only. Lismore Speyside single malt. Robust but so delicate. This fine balance of flavors combine to make this a malt whiskey distinctive in both tasting. Mm-hmm. Then there's a 15-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 21-year-old. Obviously, the price is going to go up per age, but I have not seen the. I've only seen the base model, the 6-year-old. Okay. Now I would like to find the other ones, but I have not seen them. But I know it's 6 years because, like I said, I sent an email to the company, and I was like, "Doesn't it say 6 years somewhere on there?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's 6 years." I said, "Okay." I'm sure they know what. I'm sure they know how long their product is aged. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's enough of that. I would show you the Trader Joe's webpage, but there isn't any. There's a Trader Joe's website. They don't list this whiskey on it because most stores don't sell it. Cheers, Ronald. Happy Holy Week. Same to you, Daryl. Jacob Cobb says, evening, Ron. Hope you're well. Thank you. I am. I even did some work after. I went to work for 8 hours and did work after work. So I'm kind of tired. It looks like a bottom shelf piece. It says liquor enthusiast. No, I don't think it's bottom shelf. It's just obscure single malts. Still blows me away. Back in the day, blended was what the royal family drank, etc. A lot of people love blended Irish. I'm sorry, blended Scotch whiskey and Irish. I like blended Scotch whiskey. I'm below bottom shelf. I only drink free stuff. That's pretty low. They preferred it. It's a controversy, but it's a foolish controversy because just different ways of making whiskey. Blended, you take different whiskeys, you make a final product. Some people are like, yeah, it has a kind of cheap connotation, which is not correct, right? That is not correct. But I think the internet, had the internet is kind of like promoted that. You get snobbery, and it's the same thing with beer. If it has corn or rice, it's terrible. It must be the German purity law. Well, what about Belgian beers? They use candy sugar and sometimes flake maize corn. Oh, wow, those Belgians, Germany should have taken them over years ago, those people. You just get crazy people on the internet. The internet attracts crazy people, really. Because they can hide behind anonymity, make up a name, and then make all kind of foolish comments. And then they're out there. I'm not scared. I'll say whatever I want. Well, you're obviously scared because you're using a fake name. Okay. This is very musty and kind of, dollar difference, right? $18.99, $17.99, $18.99, $17. Now I'm thinking that I really don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. It's kind of musty, like old furniture, like old. I don't know, something that's rotted almost, but it's not like negative in a way. It's not negative. I don't want you to interpret it that way. It's just like old. It seems older than 6 years, but I'm assuming this is a Lismore. I don't know. Does have that corn though. Now it does have that corn nuts. Now I know you might say, "Oh, there's no corn in these, dummy." It's all single malt. It's all malted barley. I know that, but the Trader Joe's is finished in bourbon barrels, which is a corn liquor. Bourbon is a corn whiskey by virtue of the fact that it's mostly corn. I'm sorry, maize if you live in Europe, maize, and kind of takes on that character, like say popcorn with no salt, or the corn nuts without before they put the flavoring, like the Cool Ranch or the chili powder or the barbecue. Taste time. Oh wait, I have to smell this one. This one smells more bready. And it doesn't have that mustiness. Now I can pick up the oak though in the back of it, the back of the nose. I pick up the oak. A little bit of honey, which it does not contain honey. On the initial couple of things that I did, which is appearance and aroma. I'm thinking on appearance and aroma, I'm thinking this is Lismore, but now I'm not looking at them, so I've mixed them up, and I don't know which one's more copper, which one's more gold. But I'm thinking Lismore, but that's I'm not confident in that. Got one. Joe Cobb says I have one 500 milliliter can of Paulaner left. Going to drink it in a couple of hours. Only that for today. Oh yeah, well, that's enough beer in one day. 500 milliliters. But I probably would go more with like about 700 and something milliliters. Like I already did home for work. I drank over 700 milliliters of natural ice, 5.9%. Thank you very much. All right, taste time. That's a good product. Let me see some here. 91st. April 1st, no fooling. Huh. So we on the on the 14th. But why would it take, I got a beer today that was brewed on April 1st, but why would it take 13 days from the time that it was bottled to get to my store, and it's not even 70 miles away? I don't get that. 70 miles. It's always logistical problems. Like it'll just be sitting in a warehouse. It's like we could have gotten that April 2nd or at the latest April 3rd. You bottle it on April 1st, no fooling. You ship it over here to our distributor April 2nd. It should be in the store April 3rd, not April 14th. This is all the time, every time. It takes one, and that's if a miracle happens. You get it in 1 week. It's usually at least 2 weeks to get the product in the store. Been sitting in a warehouse for, it's madness, Okay. But it's an 8.5% alcohol stout. And 2 weeks is not going to matter. 2 years probably wouldn't matter, but still, it's still aggravating, Good evening, Thomas Meadow, 75 in Massachusetts. I really think this is the Lismore. I think this is the Lismore, not less, because it's got a smoother flavor. It's more bread. And I said that funkiness, like old furniture. I'm not saying that's a flavor for Speyside. It just seemed like it must be Lismore. Now, from I had I mean, look how much I've drunk half the bottle or more than half, so I do have experience with it. I'd like, damn. And now I'm wasting it still right there. The cap popped off. Well, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And I'm sitting there talking about how I'm going to save it. Well, of course, I hate to waste whiskey, especially a good one like this. It's not great. I'm not going to sit here and say it's like world class, but it's good. It's a couple of ounces, at least 1 ounce wasted. Be right back. Now, if I hated it and I was talking about how I would have to choke it down and could barely stomach it, it would never fall, you know. But since I said I just finished saying I liked it, well, you know, it's going to be an accident. It's like the beer glasses that I hate, they never break. But the ones I cherish, they always get broken. Greetings, Louisiana Liquor Reviews. Do you think there's conception at the sound of a heartbeat? I mean, there's conception at the sound of a electron. What are you talking about? You don't start off with a heart. Start off as a embryo. You're down the line. It'd be like saying, do you think there's a car once you got the engine put in the engine area? Well, it was a car when before you built it. It was as soon as you laid down the frame. What do you? Okay, but I think I know what you mean. Well, yeah, of course. Okay. I really like the Lismore, and I'm sorry I wasted some of it. Oh, look at all the sediment. I always say that these whiskeys, when you get low in the bottle, like if you when you first pour it, it'd be clear, clear, clear. But when you get this low, they're loaded with sediment. This is amazing. This looks like a bottle full of gunk, and you might even be able to see that. Yeah, you can see some of that stuff floating around. I don't have time for the camera to focus, but oh, it is really amazing. Okay, over here. I don't mind it. It's got a honey, like a real strong honey note, and then there's that corn nuts, corn. But I still don't think it's quite as good as the Lismore. Is it $1 difference? Maybe more like $3 or $4 difference. So you pay $1 more for Lismore, and I don't mean you pay $1 more and you ride first class, but you pay $1 more and you get a little bit better product. But no knock against the Trader Joe's Highland malt, Highland single malt cask finish. Want me to spill this one? It's just maybe a little clunkier, you know, a little bitier, a little more rough around the edges, but it's very nice. Well, it's nice. I don't know about very nice, but it's nice. No, I mean. Okay, so final assessment. I think this is the Lismore, and I prefer it. Even has like a red wine note. Red wine. You say, oh, are they finishing it in X wine barrels, red wine barrels? Well, they could do that. There's no law against it. You said they taken Burgundy wine from France, Burgundy wine barrels, and they're aging it, or let's say finishing it. Well, you could age it. You could do it all the way 6 years, but I don't know. That might throw the flavor off. And you and that's how you finish it. Well, you could do that. It is the Lismore, so I got it. I had it right from the get go. Yeah, we are live. Yes, he's live. What's up, Jay? Says Jaime Torres. I'm enjoying Steel Reserve 8%. Oh, 8.1, right? Yeah. Instead of Earthquake. Oh well. Easier to enjoy, don't you think? Yeah. Well, so does everybody else on Earth who ever tried those two. And most people would say that Steel Reserve 8.1 is pretty hard to take. But compared to Earthquake High Gravity, it's fabulous. All right. In a comparative sense. So that's it. Dewar's blended. Dewar's white label, I'm assuming. So if you see the Trader Joe's for $17.99, should you buy it? Oh yeah. But now that was 3 years ago, so it's probably $19.99 now or more. But it's probably not really more. Is it worth buying? Yes, I think it is. If you're not too picky, funny about everything, white label, yes. Yeah, I mean, but it's not amazing. You're not going to buy this and say, oh, wow, what have I been missing? Where has this been in my life? You're not going to say that. You're going to say, it's good. Give it a B, 85, 83, maybe 84 in the middle. Yeah, something like that. It's just good, Lismore is a little bit better than good. It's more like very good, maybe better than that. So, oh yeah, it's got a lot of complex, and even the residual in the glass. Oh man, I want to pour some more. I want to drink some more. I got to do it, but I'm not. I just wasted a little bit by dropping it. I don't think too much came out, but it was disgusting, Would I repurchase this? Would I buy another bottle? I think I would buy another bottle, but I would like to find the Lismore 12-year, 15-year, and 18-year. No, the 21-year, yeah. But I would buy it again. Would I buy the Trader Joe's again? I probably wouldn't buy that again. I just bought it because it was on the shelf and it was different, Figured it couldn't hurt. And it didn't hurt. I'm enjoying a delicious Elysian space dust, says Power Stroke. Ever had one? 8.2%. I've had it many times. And I've had variants of it like dank dust. And I drank another variant when I was in Hawaii last year, and it was really good in the stovepipe can. I love space dust. Oh yeah, I will repurchase that coming up this year sometime. I plan to repurchase that and do some more video reviews on it. That thing is great. That's sort of like their flagship, really. We used to get a lot of their other stuff here, like a lot of stuff, and then it sort of faded. I guess it didn't make money. Like there wasn't a lot of second purchases. Super Fuzz and all that, and then but then you keep seeing Elysian space dust. It never stops. I just think people like it. It's so clean, you know, it's clean, it's strong. It's really strong, 8.2, yeah. It's got a lot of character, and you could say, well, it's mass produced. It's a macro now. Well, it might be, but it sure is good. What does Aldi sell that's good? Well, it sell a lot of stuff that's good. All kind of food, crackers, you know, food and drinks. It's not amazingly great, but I mean, it is mostly good though. Fresh crack of Ardbeg 10 tonight. Oh man, you get me tempted now, Carson Full Lager. Cheers to you, Carson. But let me tell y'all something. I got Ardbeg 10 coming up. And Trader Joe's has no chance against that. That is an impossibility. It will never win. It'll be a joke. Lager. Okay. The whole challenge will be a joke. So you say, I'm not wasting my time watching that. I would agree with that. But some people have a perverse sense of humor, and they would like to see that catastrophe. So, okay. So cheers to Lismore, who got the job done today. Like I said, I can't get over it. I still wasted some by spilling the bottle. And the cork came right out of it. Shows you it's not that tight. Oh man. Spilling on my hand right now. Look at that. Can you believe it? I'm gonna have to wipe that down. All right. Well, happens, I guess. Would I recommend Lismore? Absolutely, without hesitation. I would definitely buy Lismore, especially if you could still find it for $18.99. That would be just sparkles. No, that would be awesome. And Trader Joe's, well, I would recommend it, but only if you get it for a really good price. I wouldn't get too involved in it. But I did get involved in it because I've got the rum cask from the Caribbean, and I've got the sherry cask from the Mediterranean area. So I still have to go through those. And are they going to be really great? Oh, they'll probably be like this one, like nice, but nothing great. Nothing great, but nice. Blue Moon 8% is interesting. Do a review. Well, I've done the review. It's scheduled already. It's going to post eventually. I've already got one posted on my alternative channel, Anti-War. So it's up there. If you look it up, if you type in Blue Moon Extra Anti-War, it'll come up. The video's there. I love that beer. That beer, they did a great job. I can't say it's the best Blue Moon because they used to make an 8.2%. This is true, but like 10 years ago or 12 years ago, they made Blue Moon Grand Cru. Came in a real fancy bottle with a cork and a cage, big 750, a wine bottle. And it was expensive then. It was like $7.99 a bottle. Not no $3.19 a can, but $7.99. But I was going to buy it, and I said, no, I'm going to get it next time. And I went back the next time, it was gone. I never saw it again. They discontinued it. I'm sure it was good. But yeah, the Blue Moon Extra 8.0, yeah, that's a really nice one. It's heavy, though. If you're looking to gain weight, drink a lot of that because you will gain weight. That thing is full of calories. It's heavy-bodied. It's like drinking liquid bread. No joke. Tommy Carroll says, I purchased a 4-pack of Kentucky Breakfast Stout barrel-aged for $10. I should let it warm a little after I take it out of the icebox to drink it. Well, it's up to you. I usually drink them cold, but they make Arizona hard liquor too. Really? Arizona liquor? You talking about like Arizona tea? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't shock me. This day and age, I guess I'd expect it. All right, well, y'all take care. So cheers to Lismore, the winner, the clear and present winner. Bye-bye, everybody.